You ever look down on a downward view?
Yes.
I don't want this on film, actually.
Oh, come on.
What's the problem?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard the end of the story yet.
My name is Kevin Squires. I live and fish in Cape Breton Island on the east coast of Canada. And I've been fishing for, it turns out this is my 40th year fishing alone. And I also, in the off season, do a bit of research, sometimes as a consultant, right now as a research associate of the Canadian Fisheries Research Network. I certainly consider myself more a fisherman than a scientist. I guess I'm trying to learn to be a researcher. I have an appreciation for all the work that goes into research and appreciate of its value, but I guess I also realize that our industry doesn't have enough respect for it sometimes, doesn't appreciate it well enough, maybe is intimidated by it, and maybe it's not appropriate. So it's something I really think about, is trying to think about how we gather information in a form that sort of qualifies or can be described as research, but is still useful and accessible for fishermen. The GAP project is so broad, it's amazing. Like, one of the things I was going to say earlier was that one of our complications was dealing with two languages, and I sort of threw that line away because it's silly for me to complain about two languages in Europe. So the GAP is really pretty interesting. The participatory research process is a great opportunity for young fishermen starting, because it's a way to start learning about how science is done, and to be there and to identify the questions you want to have researched, and to be there. And I think it sort of goes back to that idea of learning about not only the answers to the specific questions, but about the process, to learn how science is done, to learn how research is carried out. And so going in future, young fishermen will be in a much better position to influence management, to participate in management. It's an opportunity. It's additional complication and difficulty, additional work, but at least it gives people some resources to address the questions.